to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, and the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So NC State's offense will have first crack at this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Cornhuskers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Gives it on the option. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Connection to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The inside handoff. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the 2nd drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Give to the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hunter. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bonner. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Huskers are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's Raiola. He's in open space downfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Completes it in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He's going to let one fly down the middle. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
To the air on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Pulls it in down the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Spins away from the defender. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. The Huskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got his man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Nebraska! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the offense offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. That's caught. It smothers. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Grimes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Anderson. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's going to run it. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Makes a man miss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outright.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Grab near the marker. It's Grimes. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Anderson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw in that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Smothers. They don't get nearly enough on third down, fourth down coming from the 48.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Caught near the sticks, it's Key. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Key. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And the Huskers are on the move. They'll give it to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Back to pass on second down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Husker! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Bailey. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when, stuck it right on him, and to keep the drive alive.
Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it.
Breaks free in the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Snagged in the middle, it's Grimes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest, the deepest, widest, the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And obviously this offense wants to keep it up. Like, keep the pace going, get as many plays as possible, maybe eke one more out here before the 2-minute timeout.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense looking great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Turning it on! He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a squad from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Lewis to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's White. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
He wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Lewis wants to pass. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lewis to throw. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Lewis wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Gallagher. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Creates a little room.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Gallagher. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Quick release by the QB. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Lewis wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks a tackle. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this 1st half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
On the run, it's Hubbard. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The play action fake. Into the house. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. A run for the quarterback. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Lewis wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 3rd. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Pass interference. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Gallagher. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's White. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Vaughn. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Grab behind the line. It's Gallagher. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within... There he goes! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Lewis to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Memphis wants to move quickly. They'll move the tight end. Wants to keep it in the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Memphis! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Lewis wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside.
Memphis 9.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Fox. And the returner will be knocked down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Gallagher. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. He'll do it himself. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Absolutely center cut.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Lewis to throw. Works the middle of the field.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the two-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires left. It's complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lewis wants to pass. He makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give is to Smith. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fears the pressure. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
And the Mountaineers will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Finds his tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, let him go get yards.
The Mountaineers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Gallagher. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
On the run, it's Hubbard. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation.
Turning it on! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee.
matchup here between two conferences that are now battling for respect. It's the Big 12 versus the ACC. Welcome to Charlottesville, Virginia, and Scott Stadium, home field of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on the 15th-ranked team, the Virginia Cavaliers. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Jayhawks will kick this away to get us going here. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Virginia's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. And Kirk, we've seen this quarterback build a reputation for making plays when his team really needs him.
Well, I think the best thing about he's just consistent. You know what you're going to get with this guy. He typically makes very good decisions, but every once in a while, when he needs to step up and make a play, he's more than capable.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. They bring him down after a short gain there. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Running play called on 3rd and short. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss, and it sets up a 4th down.
The Cavaliers will have to kick it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the return is brought down by the coverage team. The Jayhawks offense gets their first crack now. Because this offense features a receiver that certainly hurt opponents. So how do you think they're going to defend him? Do they single cover him or give him extra attention?
Well, Chris, I really think it's going to depend on how the corners are playing for this defense, because if you leave him one-on-one, he's got the skill set to make you pay for that. And this quarterback does a really good job of locating him, especially on those 3rd down situations.
We finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And now from the pistol formation. Hand off to the back. Tackle, but 1st down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Jayhawks looking to cash in this red zone trip. QB decides to keep it here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Now the offense has reached the red zone. Ball handed off and tackled after a small pickup there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Bringing pressure. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The Jayhawks will line up now. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. The quarterback's got it on the option. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Now the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on third down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now we've got a big fourth down coming up.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Ball handed off. Finds room at the 30. Here he goes. At the 30 now. And just like that, in one play, they'd moved into scoring position at the 23.
Well, you could just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
So one enormous play, and this offense is threatening almost into the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And they hit him in the backfield. It's a loss on this play. The defense just tired of seeing that running back get loose for big games.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Back to throw. It's Morris. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Cavaliers are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The tight end has got it. Brought down, but it's enough to convert on third down and set them up first and goal at the 10. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Single back, takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. And the quarterback keeps it here. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Virginia.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Pressure is coming. Trying to get the throw off. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
It's an option look. Defense all over the option play. Quarterback couldn't even get the pitch off.
What a great job of playing assignment football here against the option by this defense. Every aspect of that play was taken away. The quarterback got into desperation mode and loses yards. Now they're behind the sticks.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Jayhawks will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the fair catch is made, always tricky to field punts in this kind of rain. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. No way to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down after that previous play. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Motion now from the tight end. It's a quarterback keeper. They bring him down just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Good assignment football here by this defense. Good job of rallying to the quarterback, keeping him short of the marker. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. This will bounce and head out of bounds inside the 10. That's a great punt. The offense will be pinned back. The Kansas offense is back out there now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Gain of 12.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Back to throw. It's Daniels. He bought some time. Now lets it go. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense is coming after him. He's running out of time here. Using his legs on the scramble. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the Jayhawks will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. This one will be fair caught. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The back's got it. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback still with the football. They stop him, but it's a first down.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
The Cavaliers with 1st and 10 here. And they'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back. It's Morris. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the Cavaliers line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Gain sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Now they pull out the screen here. I like the call on 3rd down, but let's give the defense a lot of credit for being able to recognize that and bring him down short of the first down. It's all about timing and execution for that screen play to work for 3rd down to be able to pick up that first.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They'll run it here. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Cavaliers will kick this deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Short throw complete to the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much. Just a small gain.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Punt over the middle. It's Williams. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. To throw, it's Daniels. Looking deep downfield with the left. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Virginia 10, Kansas 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. And now they run the draw play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Receiver in motion now. He keeps it on a design run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Okay, it's third down after that run. To throw, it's Morris. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Cavaliers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Got the first down and still motoring. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this guy can throw the football, and here, this is what makes him so good. His ability to run the option and get involved in the run game puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Cavaliers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
After the big loss on first down, it's second and goal backed up. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. He's swarmed by the defense.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
Game moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. And now the running back's got it again. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Well, so far, it's Virginia on top, Kurt. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. To throw, it's Daniels. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route, and I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Breaks free. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The Jayhawks getting set on first and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Here comes third and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Jayhawks will have to kick this away. He's on to boot it away now. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Virginia offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go and play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
That completion makes it second and medium. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw. It's Morris. He's got it with room to run. And he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to just run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Grinding away on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Gives it to the back. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the Cavaliers bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Kansas offense is back out there now. 1st and 10. Not much time left. They need to find the end zone in this possession. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's 1st down. Quarterback keeps the football. Has the 1st down and more. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights through the tackler. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Jayhawks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The pocket breaking down. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He escapes the pocket. Makes the defender miss. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And the catch is made off the carom there. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play in that completion.
Chris, did they catch a break here? That ball is deflected. Zone coverage, eyes on the ball. They get their hands on it, but the offense doing a good job to somehow come down with that for a completion.
It's 1st and goal in 4-down territory. They need a touchdown and a PAT to take the lead. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Kansas.
Boy, what more can you say about the execution of this offense with the game on the line? They tied the game up, extra point away from taking the lead with under a minute to go. Wow, impressive.
Here's the point after attempt.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the 4th.
That makes the score Kansas 14, Virginia 13.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. First down. We're going to throw the football. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And the offense will spend a timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
He'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And with that, they regain the lead.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
kickoff here, just needing to avoid a big kick return. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Oh, and he's got some space here. On the move. Breaks free. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. This is the kind of result, Kirk, that's going to shake up the rankings. But more importantly, it's a team that felt unrespected, unloved. They came out here, pulled together, and made a very strong statement to the world.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a combination of things. I think the unranked team, like you said, they came in with the eye of the tiger. They were locked in and ready to go. And I think the favorite, they just didn't respect their opponent. And when you do that in college football, you're going to get exposed.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Matchup now between two conferences with long intertwined histories, and it hasn't always been friendly. It's the SEC versus the ACC here today. Welcome to Syracuse University and the home of the Orange, a place lovingly called the Dome. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Gamecocks will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Syracuse's offense comes on the field first today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. On the run, it's Willis. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. He's got it in the open. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Bringing pressure. Grab down the middle. It's Cook. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to have seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that 1st down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. He stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Looking to throw it again. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
The Gamecocks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Nice grab. It's Harbor. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. And make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. At midfield, the 40, out past the 30. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up here.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
2nd down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Turns it loose downfield. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And some big plays through the air have been a big part of the story so far. These receivers have shown up today. Lined up here for quarter number 2. We'll see if the offense can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Runs out of bounds near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
It's now 4th and goal.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The quarterback keeps it on the option, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. Play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Moves out of the pocket. And that play moves the ball across midfield. 1st down now from the 42.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. The Gamecocks will line up to boot it away. This will be the 1st punt tonight for this offense. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Runs through the defender. Gabe moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down.
Looking for a man deep on the right side.
And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And they've got the return corralled. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Finds his target, and it's complete. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Second down after that short completion. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Quick throw over the middle. He's got his man wide open. He make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game.
That makes the score South Carolina 7, Syracuse 3.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grabbed by the receiver. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Willis. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Ross. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. Grab down the middle. It's Willis. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Looking for a man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Just trying to get rid of it. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31. The Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Trying to build the lead as we begin the third quarter and trying to clean up those pass protection issues. Grab down the middle. It's Hunt. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Bennett. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
And the Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. A play action, looking to throw. Receivers are bunched together. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Trying for a touchdown here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point try coming now.
For the extra point.
The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead.
That makes the score. South Carolina, 14. Syracuse, 3.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Willis. That strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He gets loose. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. QB to the tight end for a completion. clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
At the 26. Brings up second down.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Handoff in a single back formation. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And there's the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Number 47.
And it's South Carolina in the lead here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on.
14. Syracuse. 3.
We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? We'll begin the fourth quarter with a field goal try here. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. And it's good right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the same runner's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To the air, it's Sellers. A deep shot to the right. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. What an electric play. Suddenly, they've moved into scoring position, down to the 24.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Handoff running right. Running through the tackle. Second down after that previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And the completion made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. On the move now. End zone ahead. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Oh, that is a killer right here for this defense. They did a great job, had everything accounted for except one thing, the quarterback. And it's a great job by this quarterback recognizing that when things are breaking down, get out of the pocket and take it himself. First down and keep that clock moving.
QB decides to keep it here. Touchdown, South Carolina. This offense really clicking.
Oh, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
They'll set up with the PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score South Carolina 21, Syracuse.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Finds his man. It's Willis. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
He's running out of time here. He brings him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Looking for his big tight end. He missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback did get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
A gain sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Cook. And they'll move the sticks on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. That's reeled in. It's Willis. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter. You're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Play action fake, looking to throw. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Well, it was already a long shot, down a couple scores with under 2 minutes to go, but after back-to-back sacks, this fourth down seems like a price too steep to pay.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. The Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee.
Tonight's final score, South Carolina 21, Syracuse